Okay. So, ooh, I just I'm just so excited of Alpha Omega. So, how I how how I put this into terms, it's basically classified but better. Okay? It's a remastered of a remastered of a remastered of another remastered, another remastered, and then another remastered because this map got remastered 6 times. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 2 Nuketown, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4 Russian Nuketown, and then Black Ops 4 again with Alpha Omega being Nuketown. Like, I get it. Nuketown's like the best favorite map in all throughout Call of Duty. Like, Russ is one of them in Modern Warfare. Never gonna forget about that. And that's all that comes to my mind because did see a couple posts of like Rush before because of you got to quick scope or trick shot and everything. And Newtown for being this close map, but also has a great design. I love the design, the aesthetics, and everything. I love the beginning of the intro cutscene. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys saw my mental breakdown I had over it. It's just I just got pumped, so pumped. And then if you guys haven't watched my live stream, which you definitely should watch my streams, they're kind of pretty litty, but yeah, I had a great time chatting with you guys and everything, and yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing, like playing a map with no knowledge and everything is the most exciting thing ever and a great experience for a gamer as myself. So that's why I think I made a note in one of my videos to like never look at leaks or everything because it's gonna generally ruin how you're gonna react and how you're gonna be feeling towards whatever. So I like take a look like for Avengers, if you see any leaks or any like spoilers before you go see the movie, that's just like generally you're gonna feel like a little bit not excited as you think you would because you already know what's gonna happen, so it won't build that excitement and like that thirst of hunger, like what's gonna happen next, instead of like, oh, I know it's gonna happen. Yeah. So yeah, for the next DLC, yeah, don't never look at leaks because it always leaks happen, and it's not always Treyarch's fault. Well, it sort of is Treyarch's fault for doing that, or I don't know. They just need to fix that so nothing gets leaked. But back to the topic. Beginning of the game, you start out in like outside of Camp Edward, which is where Nuketown is being taken in, and I might need to clear my throat. And it gives me that Ascension vibe because in Ascension, there's no color until you turn on the power, and there's color. That I like that. I like that nostalgia feeling right there. Like when you turn on the power, all the color comes back and everything. That brings me so much Ascension nostalgia because I played the hell out of that map in Black Ops 1. That and Kino and 5, but mainly Kino and Ascension. But yeah, it gave me that huge nostalgia just from that little reference. I don't know if anybody notices that. Like they get like an Ascension vibe from going to no bit of no color to having color. That's the vibe I'm getting. And like I think it's one of the houses where it's like Varuk, where like the dentist is, like the dentist like chair or whatever that you sit in, and the dentist take your teeth. Yeah. I also saw that too. Gave me some vibes there too, and I like this version more than Black Ops 2's Nuketown. That's an opinion. I can have one. And yeah, I love how they. Well, this is like what the second time, well, the third time because of Blood and then Classified. They remastered a map, but they extended it more, and I like it. And when like to came to thought, like how can they extend Newtown? They didn't extend it not that much. They just added in like another house section and then the bunker. Like we get to finally explore what's under the bunker. That's where supposedly Marlton is. So yeah, so for this one, now I kind of figure out the time period Sort of, because during the Easter egg, one of the steps has to require Marlton, like to throw you the canister. So I'm either thinking this is like beef. I think this is like after, or no, this is like before. The place got even more torn up because like zombies are still there. So like I want to say it's like maybe before the events of Moon, that there were still zombies still there on the United States, and then Martha's bunker survived, the Nuketown, yada yada, then transit. That's it. So I would kind of. This is only my theory of where the time that Marlton is in his bunker, and the Easter egg. The Easter egg was great. I already done it twice. The worst part was it was doing the stupid Nova crawler, two of them, to getting the red one to crawl all the way to the one house, and then having the shocking Nova crawler shoot the box. It was just basically annoying, and everything else it was good. It's just doing some ghetto math and calculate. Well, not ghetto math. It's just it was basically easy, and I found out it only took 9 hours after the map's release came to PS4. I'm like, wow, it's wow. But then again, the map is not too big or anything, so there wouldn't be like a ridiculous complicated Easter egg. So like I thought it was gonna be like Shinonuma, or not Shinonuma, Zetsubo. And what I mean by that, it's like it's easy on paper, but in practice it's terrible. So what I mean by that, so for the goal for Zetsubo, you just need to get three cogs. And to get those cogs, one of them is to get an AA bullet, shoot down a plane, and there's your cog. You need to get the AA bullet by upgrading the KT4, and there's a long process for that. So that's what I mean. I thought it was gonna be simple on paper, but hard on practice. Easter egg, completely fine how it is. They should do something about the Nova crawler, but no, not really. It was just because I did it at the highest round, and it was the worst thing you could ever do. But I did it on the first time. It was on Melee only. I'm pretty sure I uploaded that on YouTube. And then the second time, it was round 16. And like doing it that low of a round, it's really good because you don't have to deal with like the constant horde. Because I feel like right now in zombies, they're getting a bit too aggressive. I feel like you can get gathered like gang. Can't say that word. You can get swatted easily. Like you could get like hoarded up really really fast, and that's what I feel like. But yeah, besides that, the ray guns, man, like the Mark Twos, it was so fun to play with. Like I'm glad there's four different variants, and we get to actually play with the OG original ray gun Mark Two, baby. It's actually pretty fun, and I don't know if it's like the same thing or if it's like different. Like some of the Mark Twos are they're the same, but it's just like the design and everything. Likewise, but I like the lightning one because infinite ammo, and when you pack a punch it, you get like 150. So like infinite ammo there, baby. So like I would put this map maybe at the same level as classified, but maybe or above it. I would not put it below classified because classified is a better. It's a better how do I say, a remastered map than Blood of the Dead was, because I feel like on paper Blood of the Dead was supposed to be like one of the best like maps on Black Ops 4, but now it's like in the middle maybe. But to some people they can either put it really high or pretty low. For me, I put Blood of the Dead in the middle because there's some things that are false, but some things are good. And for my first time when I played it, referencing from the live stream again, I managed to do like the two simple things, and like this is like what Treyarch. Oops, oh, messed up my phone a little. Treyarch like needs to keep this in mind. Don't make the simple things complicated. So you have power. It was just a power switch. Simple as that. Never making complicated. Dead of the Night with the questionable pack punch. So pack a punch is just basically simple. You turn on power, pack a punch is there, and then there's these houses that leak the green stuff, gases. You go to the houses, that's there, and then you clear it up. the way you could tell it is when you look above the roofs of the houses and it should be smoking green. That right there, that helped me a lot throughout my first playthrough. And like I just basically did two of the simplest things ever, and that's great. And what I don't want, and I don't want for the last DLC to be complicated. It's it's basically don't repeat Dead of the Night. Don't repeat how Trey messed up that map. Because getting Pack a Punch is when you need to get tuning forks. And some of the stuff it's just so ridiculous, and I'm so glad they just made it so simple and easy for me for a casual player to hop on. Like I can probably only get the shield built and that's about it. I don't know about the other parts with the whatchamacallit, with the teleporter or anything. And for getting the Mark II, like the variants, I think I can only do the lightning one because that's the one I can do right now and only look up tutorials. But yeah, I would put this writing of this map, I would put it above um classify just because of the Easter egg. I'm just gonna flat out say it. That's the only reason Alpha Omega is better than classified because of its excuse me Easter egg. That is all. And but if you take away like that fact, well, take away that factor, they would both be at the same level, sort of. But the cutscene explains so much, and it's building me so much hype for the next DLC to come, and that's I think maybe next month in a time. But yeah, that's just my honest thoughts and opinions about Alpha Omega. Let me know your thoughts in the below in the comments, and yeah, I would love to read them.